we are on New Year's Day. We're going to bring you our list for the... here's your list, by the way. Our lists for the best and worst of 2015 that we went to a theater and saw. So we aren't going to be counting movies we didn't go to a theater and watch. Which means pretty much almost the whole first half of the year won't be included in this list. We didn't start going to see movies regularly until Avengers Age of Ultron. So lots of stuff that... won't be making this list. That might have. Like, I might have put Ex Machina on my list, but it's not going to make it. This is just the stuff we went out and saw. What else? I don't know if Kingsman would have made my list, but definitely isn't because we didn't go to the theater and see it, and yeah. Alright, why don't you get us started? Oh yeah, and it's worth saying, like, at the end of the videos, I do a list. But those are like the knee-jerk reaction. These lists will be totally different, especially hers. Actually, something I think was interesting about your list in particular is that no cartoon made your list. You realize that?
Yeah, now I'm realizing that.
A cartoon made my list, but not hers. All right, your first one. We're going to start with the best. So, in number 5.
Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah, it was a good one. I enjoyed it. I think you enjoyed it more than I did, obviously, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm doing a full review of that in a couple weeks. Shall we go to my number 5?
Yeah.
Number 5 for me was The Martian. It's great seeing a great Ridley Scott movie again, and Matt Damon just nailed it in that movie. It was great. What was your number 4?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man was a surprise, because, I mean, that movie had so much behind-the-scenes trouble, it was ridiculous. And it was totally decent. What do you think? Do you have any final thoughts on it?
I think it was pretty good.
Yeah. Let's see. Number 4 for me was Creed. It's weird. When I first saw it, I didn't think I liked it that much. Then when I got home and thought about it more and more, I was just like, wow. I think I really did like that movie. That was really good. Sylvester Stallone, totally might get an Oscar nomination. I don't think he'll win, but he could totally get a nomination for supporting actor in that movie. It was great. And your number 3.
Crimson Peak.
Yes, Crimson Peak. Visually fantastic. Story-wise, it didn't really stick with me, but from a visual standpoint, it was gorgeous. What's your thought on it?
I thought it was wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Number 3 for me was Inside Out. Oh, God. I don't know if I like it more than Up, but it was easily... If it's not Pixar's best, it's their second best. It was just a great movie. What was number 3 for you? Or number 2, I should say.
Creed.
We already talked about Creed. Creed was great. She loved Creed. I thought was great. Such a surprising movie. I didn't really expect all that much from it, but man, I mean, I hoped it would be good, but I didn't think it would be as ridiculously good as it was. Alright, no twist here. Number 2 for me is Star Wars The Force Awakens, and before I go into that, what's number 1 for you?
Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Yeah. Oh, both end up pretty high on both our list. Yeah, man, that was great. I liked it even more the second time I went to saw it. Like, the stuff that bugged me the first time I saw it, like, the Death Star, almost didn't bug me the second time because it's such a background thing. The Death Star isn't really the focus, and yeah, I wish they had done something besides the Death Star. In the end, it was a great movie, and I really got into it. What's your final thoughts? This is your number 1 anyway.
And just to tell you, I thought it was great.
Yeah, she dug it.
As the world fell, each of us in our own way was broken. It was hard to know who was more crazy. Me or everyone else.
Alright, now on to the worst. Should I start off the worst, or do you want to start off the worst?
You started off with the worst, I started off on the best.
Okay. I'm actually kind of surprised this made the list. It just came in number 5. I don't think it's going to stay there once I see more movies from 2015. But as of right now, my fifth worst movie of the year, Terminator Genisys. Easily the worst spelled movie of the year, and don't comment that's spelled properly. It's a part of a program in the movie, or it's a real term. Don't answer that. I get that's a program in the movie. It's still spelled bullshit. I shouldn't say stuff like that in front of my daughter, but I'm getting sick of comments like that. What was your number 5?
My number 5 was The Visit.
That was surprising, because I thought you liked that one.
Well, now that I think about it, it was kind of scary.
Well, of course it was kind of scary. I kind of like The Visit. I still kind of like it, but yeah, it's not great by any means. It's got flaws up the wazoo on that one. Maybe I'm giving it too much credit because it's the first not dreadful M. Night Shyamalan movie in a while, but yeah, I don't hate that one, but I could get hating it. Alright, number 4 for me. Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. It's better than the marked ones. That literally says nothing. It's just dreadful. What's your number 4? I like how people are staring at your paper.
Well, it's just that. I don't know what to say, the Maze Runner Scorch Trials or just Maze Runner Scorch Trials.
Maze Runner 2. We'll call it Maze Runner 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was scary. I don't like zombies.
She's silly about zombies. Yeah. I don't hate that one, but yeah, it's not good. It was just random crap being thrown all over the place. It was goofy. Shall I go on to my number 3?
Yeah.
My number 3 was Pan. Oh, God. This is one where I came out of the theater and I was lukewarm to it. And just every second, it just got worse and worse. By the time we were actually recording in the car, I was like, this kind of sucks. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, God, that movie was dreadfully bad. Special effects were dreadful. I saw lots of people complaining about Rooney Mara being the Native American princess. With all the laundry list of that movie's problems, that one's not even scorching mine. It's the second they go to Netherland and start singing "Smells Like Teen Spirit," you know the movie's gone awry. It's not good. And what was your number 3?
Terminator Genisys.
Yeah. That made it higher on your list than mine, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, it's not good.
Arnold Schwarzenegger does a good job. J.K. Simmons does a good job, although you could delete his character from the movie and it won't make a damn bit of difference. But yeah, there's nothing else redeeming about that movie. Number 2 for me was Pixels. A great idea with terrible execution. I mean, when you write into your script that Kevin James is the president of the United States, he ran for president and people voted for them, and that's the world you're introducing. Your world is FUBAR. Number 2 for you?
Number 2 to me was Victor Frankenstein.
It's kind of surprising. I didn't like it, but it didn't quite make my list. It had good moments, I thought, but yeah, not a good movie. It had moments. It had like ideas. I like Daniel Radcliffe and James McAvoy in it. I like the chemistry between the two. But it's not a good movie. It's really like it feels like 90% of it's prequel, and then the last 10% is like, oh, we actually need to tell the story of the monster. And we're gonna have Igor and Victor Frankenstein suddenly become action heroes and fight the monster. What was up with that?
Yeah, I remember what you said, and you said that the monster was there to just be fighting. That's just weird.
Yeah, no point.
It's not right. The people who made that movie should have think more.
Okay, so all the other 4 I brought up might get moved back when I see more movies of 2015. I do an official list at the beginning of next year. But this one has a very good chance of not only remaining on this list, but being my number 1, and that is Fantastic. Oh my God, that movie was terrible. If you maybe cut the first act make it half as long. You might have an Act 1 that's workable, but everything after that is terrible. Act 2, the only thing that happens in Act 2 of that movie is that Reed Richards comes back. That is it. And then Act 3 is just so forced, and no. You're gonna get a full review of that one in a couple months. What's your number one?
Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension.
A very good choice. That movie was so bad. That made my list too. Oh my god. That was a terrible movie. Paranormal Activity movies just need to stop. They don't have any idea what they're doing, I swear. You make your movies dependent upon the idea that there's going to be one or two characters that are obsessive about filming things, so they get everything, and then all of a sudden for the ending, we can't film anymore. We can't find footage for this, so it just ends without a proper ending. No, that is not a movie. No.
Yeah, it's not a movie. It didn't even end with a what was I about to say? I
don't know.
It was a fairy tale.
It doesn't even have an ending. It doesn't need a happy ending. Empire Strikes Back doesn't have a happy ending, but it has an ending.
Yeah, that did not have an ending at all.
Yeah, no, it was dreadful. Those are that's our knee-jerk reaction to 2015. We're probably gonna scale back on the knee-jerk reaction videos, at least for the first half of the year. Although I do think Kung Fu Panda 3 is coming out soon, so we should definitely see that. Who knows? It might just end up playing out the same, where we're just not doing a whole lot, but then as really good, interesting movies come out, we start doing 2 or 3 a week again. So we'll pay attention to the channel, play it by ear. But yeah, those are our immediate reactions to 2015. Any final thoughts of 2015?
The thing that I really hate about Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension was that, that girl just walked away without even caring how that thing just killed her mother, and she still liked it.
The girl is totally not afraid of demons at all in that movie. Would you see a demon and be like, "Oh, hi, Mr. Demon. You want to play with my toys with me? He's a demon."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god. Oh, you want to play with my toys? Oh, you want to go kill my parents? Okay. What the heck? Yeah, terrible movies. Good movies at the beginning, bad movies for the second half. We'll be back for Kung Fu Panda 3, which was that, like January 15th? I don't know. Well, I'll find out in a little bit. Hey, if you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And if you really love this video, consider visiting my Patreon page.